The 5th century BC is regarded as the golden age of the city-state Athens. At this time also tragedy was at its height in Athenian society. In this era, 32 tragedies of 3 playwrights have survived. We have seen the first playwright, Aeschylus, in the foregoing video. Sophocles, the second playwright, is credited with the introduction of a third speaking actor. For centuries, the 3 actors became the formal convention. The actors could still play more than one character, distinguishing between them with masks. This change favored the interaction between actors and thus brought tragedy closer to a modern notion of dramatic plot. Sophocles is also credited for inventing scene painting by using painted panels or pinakes, similar to modern flats. A century later it might have looked like this. Sophocles is regarded as the most skillful of the 3 dramatists. His play, Oedipus Rex, or King Oedipus, is often called the most perfect Greek tragedy, although, by exception, he did not win the city of Dionysia with this play. Compared to Aeschylus, Sophocles created more complex and psychologically well-motivated characters. We now see a famous scene of Oedipus Rex, in which Oedipus fully realizes that he killed his father and married his mother. Aristotle called this change from ignorance to knowledge anagnorisis.
What more do you want to know?
This man here was asking you about a child. Was it you who gave him that child? Was it?
Yes, it was me. I wish I'd died that day. If you are that man, sir, the boy my friend took to Corinth, you were marked out for suffering from the day you were born.
All of it. I know it all now. Nothing left to find. It all came true. Every single word. Let the night come. Daylight has no mercy. It shows too much, too clearly. Yes. My parenthood, a crime. My marriage, a crime. And that murder committed on my own father. I see it all now.
Euripides was the last playwright in the 5th century BC, from whom 18 complete tragedies have survived. His plays foreshadow the ultimate form of drama as we know it today by employing a more naturalistic or human approach in contrast to the remote scale and the formalized conventions used by both other playwrights. That in his days his plays were not highly appreciated might, among other things, be a consequence of the calling in question by his characters of the sense of justice of the gods, and by showing strong, intelligent women characters. Here an example of a strong woman in perhaps his masterpiece, Medea, winning only the 3rd prize at the Dionysia. Medea, a foreign princess, is just now ordered into banishment by Creon, the king of Corinth. She has to leave behind an adulterous husband, Jason, who wants to marry the daughter of the king.
Corinth is not well ruled, the city where even a woman, Even a foreigner suffers unjustly the rods of power, is not well ruled.
What haven, what sanctuary? Where will you wander?
This man, this barking dog, this gulled fool, gods of my father's country, you saw me low on my knees before that great dog of Corinth, humbled, holding my heart in my hands for a dog to bite. Break this dog's teeth! Women, it is a bitter thing to be a woman. A woman is weak for warfare. She must use cunning. Men boast their battles. I tell you this, and we know it. It is easier to stand in battle 3 times in the front line in the stabbing fury than to bear one child.
The City of Dionysia festival was held each year in March and started with the announcement by the 3 selected playwrights of the subjects of their tragedy trilogies. Another day, a grand procession or pompe was held, in which citizens, men, women and children, alien residents and representatives from Athenian colonies marched through Athens, carrying the wooden statue of Dionysus from outside the city to the temple of the Theatre of Dionysus on the southern slope of the Acropolis. The procession ended in the evening with a revel. Dionysus was not only the god of wine, but also of fertility, the productivity of both human beings and the land. The phallus was a popular symbol of fertility in those days. Therefore, wooden or bronze phalli were carried in the procession, and a cart pulled a much larger phallus. A similar custom can still be seen in Japan. In 508 BC, a new contest was instituted at the Dionysia. In order to stimulate loyalty within the newly formed Athenian tribes, a dithyramb contest between the choruses of the 10 tribes was held, separate from men and for boys. The singing performances were musically accompanied by instruments like lyres and sitters.